Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Golden Grizzlies pregame show here on 88.3 FM, WXOU. Today, your Oakland women's basketball team is taking on the Cleary Cougars. Cougars are coming into this game 0-3, looking for their first win on the season. They've dropped 3 straight, their last one against Mount Vernon Nazarene. Meanwhile, your Oakland Golden Grizzlies have come off 2 straight Big Ten losses. The first one to Michigan State and the second one to the University of Michigan. They're looking to turn the ship around here at home at the Arena against the Cleary Cougars. We'll get you to action here at 7 o'clock. Gavin Smolowski will be your play-by-play man. Joey Hayes will be your color, and I'll be here in the studio for your halftime and postgame show. We'll get you to action here at 7 o'clock for tip-off on 88.3 FM, WXOU. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone, and as always, thank you for tuning in to 88.3 FM, WXOU, your home for Oakland Grizzlies sports. We are coming to you live from the Arena here in beautiful Auburn Hills, Michigan, on a beautiful fall night for an Oakland women's college basketball matchup between our Oakland Grizzlies and the Cleary University Cougars. This should be a good matchup between these two teams. The Cougars looking to tack on their first win of the season, and Oakland looking to come back after 2 Big Ten losses. So both teams looking to get some wins to get their season going tonight. I am Gavin Smolowski here on Play-by-Play, and to my left is Joey Hayes, our color commentator. Joey, what can we expect from today's matchup?
Thank you, Gavin. What we're going to be expecting from today's matchup is kind of like a battle, an early battle we got going on here. Both teams, of course, Oakland wanting to set the score here for their opening game. As you were saying, having the loss streak of 2, with that first win being Akron in the beginning of the season. And, of course, Cleary wanting to get their first win of the season by getting past that loss streak from Mount Vernon, Kokomo, and St. Francis. So, yeah, we could definitely be expecting a very, very in-depth battle. Cleary definitely wants to step their game up for this. Oakland going against Michigan State, those bigger teams, definitely be kind of a push to get in the game here for the start of this season.
Yes, the Grizzlies, as you said, opening night here at the Arena. 2 Big Ten matchups, losses. In the eyes of Jeff Tungett and the Oakland Grizzlies, they weren't fazed by these losses. They see them as a learning opportunity, and they see them as a situation where the team can melt together a little bit and become stronger as one. Coach Tungett mentioned he thinks that despite the loss of graduating senior Brianna Beatty, the last year's team's captain, the team's chemistry has been very strong this season, and those games helped pretty well. Also, as you mentioned, a great double overtime win against Akron to open the season for the Grizzlies. So they have a win in the win column. As for Cleary University, coming in 0-3 is tough. And despite the fact they may be an NAIA team, a little bit lower skill than something you'd expect from a Big Ten opponent that Oakland's faced. But they're going to be coming in fighting. They're going to be coming in to tack on that first win of the season, and they're going to show that they have something to prove here tonight.
Absolutely, Gavin. Some interesting stats we have here. For Oakland, Maddie Skorupski in the Michigan State game put up 14 points for her team. And also returning kind of fan favorite here, Brooke Daniels. She's been having a pretty good season so far. Akron with 12 points that game. Putting up 10 points against Michigan and 9 points against Michigan State. On the other hand, Cleary University's Amy Jackson, basically the workhorse of this team so far, has averaged about 37.7 minutes a game. Backing onto that, overall 113 minutes in their three-game start here in the beginning of the season, at about a ratio of 10 to 28 3-point average.
Yeah, you mentioned Skorupski, newcomer to the team, sophomore. Going to look to try to put her name on this Oakland Grizzlies squad, as she, as you said, a good points against Michigan and Michigan State. She had a good performance there. And as you said, for Cleary, Jackson's the workhorse of this team. 38 out of 40 minutes. She plays 30 minutes per game. That's out of 40. She's nearly on the floor the entire time. So if Oakland's going to want to break this team, they're going to have to break Amy Jackson.
Amy Jackson is definitely going to be the target that they have to get past here.
Yeah, the Grizzlies sporting a few people out for this game. missing some of their familiar faces, Cam Grant, Baxter, and then Miriam Ibizam, some of the better players for this game. So they're a little weaker in the post. And to replace that, they're going to be starting number 12, Kiana Westbrook. You can see her a little bit in the paint. You're going to really expect a lot coming out of Alexis Johnson, too. Johnson, the most senior of this Oakland squad. She has been on this team. She's been on the Grizzlies the longest out of everyone on the floor right now. And the tip-off goes to the Grizzlies. Van Schaik will start with it up top. Over to Daniels. Daniels on top of the key. Picked up by Cleary up top. A little bit of movement underneath. Daniels looks for something. Swings it. Over to McCormick. McCormick back to Daniels. Daniels open from 3. Lets it fly. Shot off target. And it's reeled in by Cleary University. Ball going down Cleary's direction now. Point guard for the Cougars today will be Merrifield. Merrifield swings it over to the corner. Thomas back over to Merrifield from 3. That shot's off target. Rebounded by McCormick. Grizzlies pushing the ball quickly. McCormick cuts through the lane, drops it off to Van Schaik. Van Schaik from the corner, 3, and that one's good to begin the scoring here for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Van Schaik here. Another stat that she put up in the game against Akron. She had about 21 points there.
Thomas swings it back up to Jackson. Jackson over in the corner, 3 from Clear, off target, rebounded by Alexis Johnson. Johnson pushes the pace again, throws it up. That shot off the backboard and in. And Grizzlies out to an early start here, leading 5-0. Cleary returns the favor. Merrifield over to Stein. Stein fouled on that play by Alexis Johnson. Early 5-0 start here for the Grizzlies with 8:46 left in the first period. Taking the ball out for the Cougars. Merrifield. Jackson. Amy Jackson. And that inbounds pass is stolen by the Grizzlies, but stepped out of bounds. Good read there for Van Schaik as she was able to pick off that inbounds pass, but unfortunately stepped out on her way through. Ball back to the Cougars.
Definitely we're going to see some kind of a lot of contact here.
Yeah, the Grizzlies tend to be a more aggressive, stronger team, so they're going to might try to rattle Cleary a little bit here at the beginning.
Absolutely.
Ball sent in far back this time to avoid Van Schaik's steal attempt. Merrifield, that's stolen again by the Grizzlies, taken away by Alexis Johnson. She swings it over to McCormick. McCormick, dribble drive, slices through, tosses it over Van Schaik. Van Schaik stuck in the corner, into the post. In for Westbrook, and she puts that one up for the first points for her for the night. Easy post bucket there for Westbrook. Yeah. Cleary, up on the way up, in the corner, from 3, that shot, and it's wedged between the rim and the backboard for a jump ball.
That is something I did not expect to see tonight, actually.
Not something you see too often here at the Arena, but we got a wedgie to begin this game. Ball will go to the Grizzlies on the jump ball. Alexis Johnson into Daniels. Daniels running the offense. High screen from Alexis Johnson. Cuts, drops it back off to Johnson. Look for that attempt. Covered. Tries to throw it inside, but it's picked off by the Cougars. On the way down, Amy Jackson. Jackson swings to Merrifield. Merrifield back in the corner. Over to Stein. Stein cuts. Back over to Merrifield. That shot up. Off target again. Rebounded by Cleary, and they're able to put it back up for 2 points. Rodriguez puts that one up.
First points of the game here for Cleary.
Daniels. Ball in hand. Over in the corner, Van Schaik. Van Schaik gets a look. Knocks it down again. Linda Van Schaik from the corner. Van Schaik, one of the fantastic sharpshooters of this Grizzlies team, and making that very clear to begin this game. Starting 2 for 2 from 3. Cleary drives in. Hands it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez flips it out. Jackson from 3. Off target. Rebounded by Van Schaik. Daniels pushing the floor. Once again, the Grizzlies playing with some pace. Touch to the rim. And that ball's stripped away. Stolen by the Cougars. Looking for something. Tosses it up over to Stein. Stein has the look. Defended well. And she's fouled on the way to the rim by Van Schaik. 2 free throws coming up for the Cougars.
Yeah, Van Schaik there in the corner. That's her second 3-point of the game.
Yeah, Van Schaik starting 2 for 2. Good start you want.
Yeah, starting off hot here.
Cleary making some substitutions as we have 2 free throws on the way. for Stein. Subbing in the game will be Storm and Rail. First free throw is off target. Score 10-2 to begin with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. The Grizzlies out to a very quick early start. Second free throw is up, and it is good for Cleary. Daniels running the offense per usual. The sophomore guard, one of the faces of the team last year, despite being a freshman, returns to Oakland here. That shot from three from Daniels, off target. Rebounded by Cleary. Ball. In the... Oh, and Alexis Johnson takes a hand to the face, and we're going to get a quick timeout here. Kennedy Montu subs in quickly.
Be an injury there. Kind of the side of the head, kind of there. Almost near the eye.
She will be subbed out from Montu. Quick sub there. She heads to Alexis Johnson. Should be good. We're going to get a little discussion here between Tonguet and the referees. It'll be Cleary basketball. Merrifield brings it up. Merrifield, guarded by McCormick. McCormick, again, one of the new players on the Grizzlies. McCormick deflects that pass out of bounds. Good defense there by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, number 10, McCormick. Really good defense there. Not letting her get past.
Ball inbounded by Cleary once again into the backcourt. Merrifield picked up by Daniels. Daniels strips it right at the logo and in for the easy layup. Beautiful play, beautiful defense there by Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Daniels showing why she's one of those guards. And that pass is deflected and almost stolen again by Daniels. But the ball goes out of bounds to the Cleary Cougars. We got a high press defense we've seen pretty quickly here from the Grizzlies. Ball sent in. Rail picked up by McCormick. McCormick on the ball again. Rail looks for something. The Grizzlies squeeze him in the corner. They're able to break out of it to the rim. Shot goes up. Shot's good. 2 points on the way from Amy Jackson. Daniels brings the ball up for the Grizzlies. Up near the key. Tosses it down low. Quick passing into the paint. And one bucket down low for Westbrook. Beautiful ball movement there from the Grizzlies to get an open shot underneath. Westbrook tacking on to her point total. 4 on the night. And she'll get a free throw out of it.
Two little stats here. Oakland has made 100% of the 3 points tonight. Clearly only scoring two points and a free throw.
Second free throw. First free throw, I should say, on the M1 attempt. Up. Off target. Ball rebounded by Rodriguez. And Rodriguez puts the elbow into the chest of Van Schaik, and she draws the offensive foul. Good defensive positioning there for the Grizzlies to get the ball back. Out underneath. Brooke Daniels will take that one. Daniels. The movement around. Up top to McCormick. McCormick open from the top of the 3. Long ball there. That shot bounces around, but it's rebounded by Daniels. Daniels puts it up. And one bucket for the Grizzlies again. Grizzlies showing off some strength early in this game. 2 buckets in the paint. And 1 free throws on the way for Brooke Daniels.
Might be some kind of more progressed aggressiveness due to their player being injured.
Maybe a little bit of spark jumped in this Oakland team.
Yeah.
Daniels free throw. Off target. Rebounded by the Cougars. Merfield brings it up the court. Picked up by Van Schaik and McCormick. Double team. Back up top. Ball swing. Picked off by Montu. Kennedy Montu. 2-on-2 fast break. Pulls up from mid-range. That shot off target. Rebounded by McCormick. McCormick puts it up and draws the foul, but shot just off target. Beautiful play there again. The Grizzlies opened up the game with some 3-pointers on the way from Van Schaik, and now they elect to go low.
Playing the paint here.
Mm-hmm. Oakland's guards, McCormick and Daniels, getting some offensive rebounds here early. That was one thing we saw a lot out of Daniels last season. First free throw is good for McCormick. Despite her being one of the smaller guards, sometimes even the smallest guard on the floor, Brooke Daniels fights for those offensive boards, and she keeps plays alive. I mean, it's something that you see a lot from, especially a leader of this team. Second free throw is good for McCormick.
Yeah, a lot of the time you can't really count out the shorter players. Of course, in the NBA they had Muggsy Bogues. Very short guy, but he was really good at basketball. So.
Despite being smaller, I think the aggressiveness and the energy they bring helps. Daniels almost with another steal. Cleary keeps it in hand. And that one, they step out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Grizzlies. Van Schaik tosses it into Daniels. Daniels picked up at the three-point line. Swings it over to the corner. McCormick. Far pass across to Van Schaik. Open from the corner. That's her spot. Shot just off target. Rebounded by Rodriguez. Cleary pulls it in. High pressure there. Forces an arid pass out of bounds. Right almost into Joey's lap here. Ball back to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, good thing I saw that one.
And we're going to get a quick media timeout here. Not really a back and forth game. Oakland jumping to an early start here to begin this quarter. 8 to 15 with 4:59 left here in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and as always, thank you for tuning in to 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for Oakland Grizzlies sports.
You're listening to Golden Grizzlies basketball on 88.3 FM WXOU.
88.3 FM WXOU, your home for Oakland Grizzlies sports. We are live here from the O Arena here in the first period of this women's college basketball matchup between our Oakland Golden Grizzlies and the Cleary University Cougars. Oakland has taken an early lead, leading 18-5, entering the latter half of this first period. The Grizzlies showing a lot of fight inside, getting a lot of and one buckets, getting points low. Despite starting from three, Van Schaik is 2 for 3 from 3 points. She's got 6 points on this game. As for Cleary, they've had a rough start so far. Haven't been able to get a lot up. Their normal powerhouse of their team, Amy Jackson, is 1 for 4 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, and has 2 points on the night. But she does have 2 steals on the night, so she's opening the category there. Coming out of this media timeout, the Oakland Grizzlies will sport Brooke Daniels, Kennedy Montu, McCormick, Westbrook, and Van Schaik. As for Cleary, they're going to have Rodriguez, Merrifield, Jackson, Stein, and Thomas. Ball picked up by McCormick up top. McCormick slices one inside, but it's deflected off the hands of Rodriguez. Ball for the Grizzlies underneath the basket. Daniels will take the ball out underneath. Looks for something. Cleary all over. Ball's thrown out to Montu. Montu up at the top of the key. Tosses it over to an open McCormick. McCormick back to Montu. Open from the top of the key. That shot's let go, but off target. Rebounded by Merrifield. Cleary tries to go around the back. Ball stolen again by Brooke Daniels. Beautiful pick there to add to her steal total for the night. Daniels gets the 20th point of the night for the Grizzlies. Cleary inbounds. Stolen again by Daniels, and Daniels draws the foul underneath the basket. Wow, what a defensive effort by Brooke Daniels to begin this game. Daniels adds to her steal total 3 on the night already. And along with 6 points, she'll be shooting 2 free throws here off the personal foul on Merrifield. It'll be her first of the night. Substitution quickly for the Grizzlies as they take out Westbrook and McCormick. Subbing in Skorupski and Royal Davis. Ray Hubert will also join the Grizzlies on the floor. First free throw is good. Brooke Quarles Daniels will take her second free throw. It is up and it is off target. Rebounded by Cleary. Cleary pushing the floor immediately, and Brooke Daniels almost takes it away again, and we're going to have a jump ball in the middle of the floor. Ball will go to the Cougars. Getting in the game now for the Grizzlies is Skorupski. She will take out Brooke Daniels, giving her a rest. The Grizzlies have their second line on here after jumping to an early 21-5 lead here in the first 6 minutes of the first period. Cleary drives in. Merrifield swings it in the corner. Driving to the lane is Stein. Stein tries to toss it away, but it's stolen by Skrupski. Skrupski in transition. Ball up, ball good. Good shot there for Royal Davis. Good transition play for Skrupski and Davis. Cleary up the floor again. Stein. And that ball is almost taken away again. This one by Kennedy Matu. Tosses it up. That shot off target. Rebounded by Van Schaik. And it'll be a jump ball. Ball going to the Grizzlies. Possession arrow. The Grizzlies will take it out underneath Cleary's basket. Running the point now for the Grizzlies will be Skrupski. Matty Skrupski, newcomer to the team, sophomore. Skrupski hands it off to Montu. Montu in the paint down to Van Schaik, and that errant pass is going to go to the student section, and the ball will go to the Cougars.
Seeing a lot of back and forth here. A lot of ball play from Cleary's number 24, Riley Merrifield here.
Merrifield running the point at the moment. That ball is stolen by Van Schaik. She flies in her to get that steal. Tosses it over to Skrupski. Skrupski. Good pass over to Montu. Montu from three. That shot off target. And it's deflected out of bounds off of Royal Davis. Ball to Cleary. Timeout goes to Cleary. They're going to take their first timeout of the night.
Yeah, first timeout here. Leading into this 23-5 favoring Oakland.
Yeah, quick lead here for the Grizzlies. Just opening up a great performance here. 3:05 left in the first period. On the floor for the Grizzlies, some newcomers to the team. Jubri Herbert, Skrupski, Royal Davis. All out there with some of the veterans of this team, Van Schaik and Montu. Van Schaik already has 6 points on this game, and Royal Davis recently tacked on the night. As for Cleary, they got their starters back on the floor and are going to try to switch things up against this second line of the Grizzlies. But so far, the Grizzlies have held their ground. Very good defense, a lot of steals. They're not giving Cleary any room. Ball taken out under Cleary's basket.
For this game, your leaders right now are Amy Jackson and Cleary and Brooke Quarles-Daniels on Oakland.
That ball drives, flips out to the corner. Three from Cleary. That shot's up, and that shot's good. Jackson hits that one. Up the court comes Skrupski. Skrupski picked up at half court by Jackson. Drives in, tosses it over to Montu. Montu flips it all the way to Van Schaik, who fakes the three from the corner. Elects to drive, flips it out to Herbert. Herbert back over to Montu. Montu from three. That shot off target and off the hands of Cleary. It'll be ball underneath the basket for the Grizzlies.
Now we got a throw in.
Ball underneath. Skrupski tosses it into Montu. That shot blocked by Rodriguez. Good play there by Cleary. Merrifield in transition. 1-on-4 matchup as the Grizzlies get back on defense and nearly strip the ball away from them. Montu thought she had it there. A little bit of a confused look peering back at the referee, but the ball will go to the Cougars. Cleary taking it out for them will be Thomas. Cleary looking for something into Rodriguez. And that ball's knocked away again by Van Schaik. Ball on the sideline again for Cleary. Cougars looking to try to get something past this Oakland defense. Haven't been able to score aside from one three-pointer on this second line for the Grizzlies. That one's tossed into Rodriguez into the post. Rodriguez drops her shoulder. Offensive foul. Van Schaik draws another one. Ball will go to the Grizzlies. Van Schaik, fantastic positioning. Once again, we saw that earlier in this game. Drew two offensive fouls so far in this game against Rodriguez. Montu will take this one out, tosses it over Skrupski. Skrupski playing PG at the moment for the Grizzlies. Looks for something. Cuts in, tosses it back out to Herbert. Herbert swings it over to Davis. Royal Davis back over to Skrupski. Cross-court pass over to Montu. Montu thought she had it back to Skrupski. Skrupski fakes that pass. Euro step into the lane. Beautiful shot there, just off target though. Rebounded by the Cougars. Merrifield cuts through the lane, 3-on-1 on Van Schaik. Van Schaik, offensive foul once again. Van Schaik draws another one. Van Schaik, her third drawn offensive foul of the night already in this first period. The Grizzlies taking advantage of this aggressive paint play by the Cougars. Montu sends it in. Skorupski once again with the ball up top. Picked up by Stein at half court. Skorupski brings it into the lane. Pass down to Van Schaik. That one's blocked by the Cougars, but it's sent back up by Davis for a bucket.
Very contested layup there.
Ball swung back up top to Merrifield. Merrifield over in the corner. Over to Stein. Stein throws it in the paint, and that ball's taken away by Montu. Montu in transition. Looks for Davis on the sideline. Davis cuts in. Up with the right hand, and good. Davis cutting into this. Or I should say not cutting in, but spreading this lead out early for the Grizzlies. She's got 6 on the night. Rahl takes it, and that ball's almost stripped again by the Grizzlies. Movement all around in the paint. Ball bouncing around, picked up by the Grizzlies. Montu on the floor. Ball stripped away, though, by Cleary. And that one's going to go in for a bucket. Cleary playing very aggressively there, trying to break double digits. Score 27-10 with 45 seconds left in this first period. Skorupski up top, waiting for some movement underneath. High screen up by Van Schaik. Skorupski elects not to use it. Drives, kicks it out. Montu open from 3. That shot's good. Beautiful shot there from Kennedy Montu. Merrifield bringing it up the court for the Cougars. Swings it back over to Stein. Stein picked up by Davis. Stein over in the corner to Ryle. Ryle, traveling violation there. Ball Grizzlies. The Grizzlies forcing a ton of turnovers at the moment. Fantastic defense we've seen from them so far. 15 seconds left in the period. Ball up top. Skorupski. Skorupski picked up by Merrifield. High screen by Van Schaik. Skorupski uses it this time. Cuts to the lane. Throws it up. That shot just off target. Rebounded by the Cougars. And this first period will come to an end. Beautiful first period for the Grizzlies. Scoring a whopping 30 points to begin. Score 30. Oakland Grizzlies 10. Cleary after period number 1. We will be back with you shortly to begin period number 2. And as always, thank you for tuning in to 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for Oakland Grizzlies sports. WXOU, your home for Oakland Grizzlies sports. We are coming to you live here, second period of this D1 women's college basketball matchup between our Oakland Golden Grizzlies and the Cleary University Cougars. The Grizzlies have been off to a tearing start to begin the first quarter, leading Cleary 30-10 after the first period. We've seen three-pointers all over from the Grizzlies. Van Schaik has shown what she can do from 3. But despite the 30 points we've seen out of the Grizzlies, I don't think that is what should be the top of discussion, Joey. I think it's this defense.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen some high aggressive defense so far from the Grizzlies, pressuring full court, getting steal after steal. The Grizzlies already have 9 steals to begin this second period. 9 in the first period alone, and of course 15 turnovers already for Cleary. I mean, the defense has been, I would say, near perfect for the Grizzlies so far.
Absolutely, Gavin. We've been seeing a lot of aggressive defense, a lot of aggressive steals here. For example, Linda Van Schaik, she's been putting her all into this, getting a lot of offensive fouls recently, just putting herself in the game, putting her body on the line for these, showing very much dedication to wanting to win this game.
Cleary will take the inbounds to begin this second period. We have the return of Alexis Johnson. Got bumped earlier, but back in the game now. Cleary, ball up top. Merrifield swings it over. Cleary up top. Ball in the hands of Amy Jackson. Jackson drives on Alexis Johnson, and Johnson commits the blocking foul. Jackson sent to the free throw line. 2 free throws on the way for Amy Jackson. Jackson has 7 points on the night, leading this Cleary Cougar squad. First free throw up from Jackson. That one's good. 8 on the night for her. As for the Grizzlies, we've seen the return of their starters. On the floor, Van Schaik, Quarles, Daniels, McCormick, Westbrook, and Johnson. Second free throw is good. As for Cleary, they got Ryle, Storm, Stein, Jackson, and Merrifield on the floor. Brooke Daniels has the ball up top, over in the corner to Van Schaik. Van Schaik swings it, cross-court pass, all the way over to McCormick. McCormick swings it all the way back to Van Schaik. Van Schaik in the corner to Johnson. That shot's off target. Rebounded by Merrifield. In transition, the Cougars to the rim and fouled on the way up. Brooke Daniels commits the foul. Cleary trying to get to the line early, playing very aggressive on offense. They haven't had a lot falling from just their shooting alone. So trying to switch things up and maybe get some points from the free throw line. First free throw up, off target. To the line for the Cougars is Stein. The student section getting very loud here, trying to throw off Stein. Second free throw is also off target. Daniels in transition early, swings it to McCormick. McCormick in the corner, picked up by Stein. One-handed pass across the court to Van Schaik. Van Schaik to the rim, and she's fouled on the way up. Free throws on the way for Linda Van Schaik. Quick substitution here for Cleary University.
Riley Thomas being substituted in here for Cleary.
Thomas checks in for Ryle. 2 free throws on the way for Van Schaik. First one is good. Grizzlies now up 31-12 here in period number 2. Second free throw up and good. 2 down for Van Schaik. She's got 8 points on the night. On the way for the Cougars. They drive. Picked up by Johnson up top. Swings it over to Jackson. Jackson back in the paint to Stein. Stein throws it up, and that's rebounded by Westbrook. Westbrook out to Daniels. Looking for something. Fakes the shot, drops off to the trailing Van Schaik. Van Schaik puts one up for 3, and that one's off target. Rebounded by Stein. Stein flips over, pass almost out of bounds, and stepped out of bounds. Turnover on Cleary, ball going to the Grizzlies. A little bit of an errant pass there in transition. Good defense by the Grizzlies. Up top will be Daniels taking the point guard duties here to begin the second period. Daniels. Little movement, stagnant offense. Swings it over to McCormick. McCormick in the corner, down to the baseline. Johnson swings it down low to the block to Brooke Daniels for the easy layup.
There's excellent passing there in the paint.
Grizzlies just picking apart this Cleary defense at the moment. Ball swung over. Alexis Johnson picks that off. Beautiful play there. Swings it back low again to Daniels. That one off target. Daniels gets her own miss. Off target again. And she's fouled on the way up for the second time.
Talk about what a steal that was. Just coming out of nowhere. Seen a couple of those in this game.
Yeah, Johnson looked a little bit like a safety there from a football game. Just kind of read that one, picked it off.
Flying out of the corner. Didn't even expect her there.
Ball will be taken out of bounds off the personal foul on Thomas. Ball taken out by Daniels. Daniels in the corner to Van Schaik. Van Schaik up top. From 3, McCormick. That one's up, and that one's good. Grizzlies adding to their total. Shooting 4 for 13 overall from 3. Driving in. On Daniels. Shot up. That one bounces around and drops. Good play there for Stein. Tatum Stein with her third point of the night. Ball across to McCormick from 3 again, and McCormick with another one. Beautiful shooting from McCormick to open this game. Up top, Stein. Ball almost stolen, deflected out by McCormick. Ball going to Cleary. Score now 40-14 with 7:36 here in the second period. A little bit of a three-point shooting to begin this period, kind of what we saw at the beginning of the first period from Van Schaik. This time McCormick letting it fly. Ball taken out of bounds by Thomas. Cleary, ball inbounds, almost stolen by Daniels as she steps out on the way through. Almost another takeaway there by the Grizzlies, 10 so far on the night.
Just seeing steal after steal after steal in this game from the Grizzlies.
Ball sent in, almost picked again. Cleary drives in, throws it up. That shot way off target. Westbrook with the rebound. Outlet to Brooke Daniels in transition. Daniels down to Johnson. That shot just off target, but Daniels flies in for the board. Throws it up, and it's deflected by Rodriguez. Cleary taking it the other way. Thomas picked up by McCormick. Shot thrown up. That shot off target. Daniels rebounds. She's taking it her direction. Tosses it down low to Westbrook. Westbrook with the pop fake. Throws it up off the side of the backboard. And it's stolen, almost stolen by Daniels again. Cleary ends up with the ball after the skirmish. Shot up from Merrifield. That one's off target. No Grizzlies underneath to grab the board, though. No one there. And an easy point in the paint there for Cleary. Coach Richard and Coach Davis assisting, not happy after that play. It's just no Grizzlies back on defense. Looked like a, I guess you could say a shoot around there for Cleary. Timeout on the floor for the Grizzlies. Score 40-16. 6:51 left in period 2.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of dominance here from the Grizzlies. In that last play, like you were saying, there's just no Grizzlies underneath that net. Pretty much just open air there for Cleary.
Grizzlies, a little bit of I think, a miscommunication on one end after the strange offensive possession we saw. But
that ought to be mentioned is that Cleary is only a team of about 10 players, not compared to Oakland's, I believe it's 13.
Oakland has a much larger rotation, a much larger pool to grab from here in these later parts of the first half.
Absolutely.
Grizzlies will sub in a few players of their own coming in the game. Skorupski, she'll sub in for Daniels. Davis comes in. On the way, this timeout comes to an end. Grizzlies switching things up a tad. Antu will check back into the game as well.
Minor score is 40-16 favoring Oakland.
Timeout coming to a close. Both teams, Cleary coming out of the huddle. Oakland already on the floor, ready to begin. Grizzlies will take the ball out underneath their own basket. Montu with Skorupski. Skorupski been playing PG2 for this Grizzlies team. We've seen a lot of ball movement out of her. Quick passing. She's opened up a lot of lanes so far for the Grizzlies on offense. As for Daniels at PG1, pretty much what you could expect from Brooke Daniels. A lot of points, high-powered offense, stealing, rebounds, everything you can ask out of a leader like her. Officially in for the Grizzlies will be Herbert, Skorupski, and Montu all check in, leaving Johnson and McCormick on the floor. As for Cleary, they're going to make some substitutions of their own, bringing in Bash, Thomas, Storm, Stein, and once again Rodriguez.
Some quick stats here. You're leading people with time. Riley Merrifield and Cleary has had about 13 and 9 minutes. Or 13 minutes and 9 seconds with the ball. And Linda Scheich, of course, with 13 and 9. Basically matching up with Riley Merrifield here.
The timeout finally comes to a close. And this second period will continue. Skorupski at the logo. Picked up by Storm. Swings it over in the corner. McCormick. She drives in, tosses it over to the elbow. Jump shot from Antu, just off target. Rebounded by Cleary. Thomas on the way. And that ball stolen. Deflected by Alexis Johnson and an easy layup on the way from Antu. Grizzlies right back to their old ways on defense. Another steal and another turnover for Cleary.
Score reading 42-16 favoring Oakland.
Cleary will bring it up the floor. Stein been one of the primary ball handlers. She's picked up by Montu. Gets some space. Shot up just off target. But she's able to pick up her own rebound, throw it up, and the one bucket. Beautiful play there by Stein to tack on to Cleary's total.
About 6 minutes and 9 seconds here left in this second period.
subbing into the game for the Grizzlies. A quick substitution in. It'll be Madison Royal Davis checking in for Kennedy Montu. Free throw on the way for the converting the M1 is good. Knocked down by Stein. Ball thrown all the way to the corner. McCormick out to Herbert. Herbert swings it again. Back over to McCormick. McCormick open from three, and she knocks down another one. I think McCormick has found her hot zone. That corner three has been good for her so far this game.
Absolutely. McCormick has been pretty much crazy this the second period here.
Stein, ball almost taken away by Davis. Throws it up. Shot off target. Deflected back into Stein's hands, and she takes a second shot, and she puts in another one.
Stein putting in the last two buckets there for Cleary.
Up top, Strupski, she takes it, slices one into Davis for an open layup. Good play there for Strupski and Davis. Cleary, bringing it up the floor. Stein. Picked up by Davis at half court. Stein looking to create some space. Burns are on the way to the rim. Tosses out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the up fake. Back over to Stein. Back and forth play between these two. That shot's up, and that shot's off target. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson. Bounce pass over to McCormick. Back to Johnson. Johnson takes it, and that's an easy mid-range jump shot in for the Grizzlies. Score 49-21 with 4:44 left in this second period. On the way, Stein. That shot deflected by the Grizzlies out of bounds.
We got some substitution here between the Grizzlies and the Cleary University. My apologies.
Both teams switching things up. Ball into Thomas. Thomas back up top to Merrifield, who is returned. Merrifield back over to Jackson. Jackson, the air ball, is rebounded by Strupski. Strupski pushing the flow right away. In transition. Over in the corner to Herbert. Herbert from three, knocks it down. Herbert. Merrifield on the way. Picked up by McCormick. Flipped over to Thomas. Thomas over to Storm. Back over to Merrifield. Down in the paint. Rodriguez with the ISO. Blocked big time. Beautiful defensive play there by the Grizzlies. Madison Royal Davis sends it back. McCormick in transition. Corner. That three's up, and that three's good.
2 threes from each side of the corner there.
Jasmine Dupree Herbert opens from three. Beautiful play there by the Grizzlies.
Just really good basketball being played there. Very little contesting there, too.
Yes, the Oakland just spreading the floor at the moment. Fantastic basketball. We're going to take a quick break here for this timeout, and we will be with you shortly. As always, thank you for tuning into 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for Oakland Grizzlies sports.
I'm Kevin Beers, the arena announcer for your Oakland Golden Grizzlies. And you're listening to 88.3 WXOU, The Grizz, Auburn Hills.
Away by the Grizzlies. Give and go there, and point easy in the paint for Stein. Strupski brings it up the floor. On the way, flips it over to McCormick. McCormick looks for something. Hebert, dribble drive, throws it, and it's stolen by Stein. And Hebert narrowly gets it back. Ball to the Grizzlies. McCormick will take the inbounds pass over to Strupski. Strupski up top. Strupski picked up by Merrifield. Looking for some movement over to Hebert. Hebert tosses it over McCormick. McCormick from three. That shot off target. Rebounded by Davis. Royal Davis out to Damon. Damon throws one up. That one in and out. Rebounded and thrown away by Rodriguez.
Yeah, Cleary's player there, number 22, Amy Jackson, just wasn't looking at the ball when it was passed. Yeah,
Cougars just not really on the same page at the moment.
Miscommunication.
Up top, into Royal Davis. Davis in the post. Step through, throws it over to McCormick. McCormick drives, tosses it off the feet of Rodriguez.
Lost the ball there, let it roll out of bounds.
Ball bounced around and knocked off the leg.
Little loss of handling.
Skorupski. Ball to Cleary. Cleary, bring it down the court. Full court press from the Grizzlies here. High press from McCormick. Stein drives by her. And it's almost stolen by Hebert. She knocks it out of the hands of Stein. Back up to Merrifield.
Kind of looked like an unintentional steal there.
Merrifield drives in the paint to Stein. Ball taken away by the Grizzlies. Stolen by Davis. Skorupski in transition. Ooh, beautiful one-handed feed. And not an and one, but foul on the way. Good play there by the Grizzlies in transition.
Score right now is 55 on 23 favoring Oakland with about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second period.
Checking in for the Grizzlies will be Campillo as she takes out McCormick. McCormick, very good game so far, knocking down a few threes in this second quarter. First free throw is good for Davis. Madison Royal Davis, second free throw on the way. That one's up, and it is good. Converts on both. Grizzlies 7 for 10 on the night for free throws. Ball by Cleary, bringing it up. Stein picked up by Campillo at half court. Stein drives on Campillo. She stays in front. Ball tied up by Hebert, and it'll be a jump ball in the way for the Grizzlies. Possession Oakland. Checking in the game for Cleary University is Isle. She will check in for Merrifield. Skorupski with the ball up top. Quick slick pass down to Davis on the baseline. She throws up that jump shot. It's just off target. Rebounded by Rodriguez. Ball back over to Stein. Picked up by Campillo at the logo. She stays in front. On-ball defense. Stein trying to break her. 3-point up and a beautiful shot in for Cleary. Skorupski brings it up for the Grizzlies. High screen. Doesn't use it. Over to a good pass to Campillo. She takes the baseline jump shot. That one's off target. Rebounded by Jackson. Cleary pushing it in transition. Ball, Stein, she drives. Tosses it off to Rodriguez, but it's stolen by Davis. Oakland all alone. Davis on the way to the rim. Easy layup to tack on to their lead.
Wide open range there.
Another steal for the Grizzlies. Thomas picked up by Skorupski. Skorupski almost takes it away. Thomas breaks away. Over to Stein. Stein picked up by Campillo. Flies by her. Throws up the mid-range J. That shot off target. Gets her own miss. And it's tied up by Damon. Jump ball to Cleary. Score 59-26 with about a minute left in this first half. Ball inbounded by Cleary. This ball sent all the way across. Stolen by Cleary. Ryle takes it. Picked up by Skorupski. And it's almost stolen by Skorupski, but she keeps her hand on it. Throws it over to Amy Jackson. Throws it up. Shot off target. Rebounded by Van Schaik. 30 seconds left. Skorupski with the ball up top. Picked up by Thomas. Flips it over to Van Schaik. Back to Skorupski. 3 on the way. Knocked it down. Beautiful shot there from Maddie Skorupski. Cleary with the ball. Stein up top. Picked up by Campillo. Campillo, solid defense there. Over to Rodriguez. 3 seconds on the clock, and she goes down fouled. Free throws on the way in the last 2 seconds of this half. On the way, ball will be taken out of bounds. Ball taken in by Cleary. Thrown in bounds. And the ball bounces around, thrown up at the end of the shot clock. Shot not off in time, and that will be the first half. Score currently 62-26. Grizzlies lead. Stay tuned real quick for a halftime interview from assistant coach Davis for the Grizzlies.
Hello, Coach Davis. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Just some questions for you. Seeing this game here, have you been, or what was like kind of like the game plan for like the defense? I've been seeing a lot of aggressive steals, a lot of aggressive paint defense or offense even. Was that kind of like always the game plan, or has that kind of switched off from aggressiveness to more passive play?
No, all year what we're going to do is we're going to get after it on defense. We're going to get in passing lanes, and we're going to get up, pressure them, take them out of what they want to do, and we're doing a great job of that this half, and we're going to continue to do it after the half's over. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Another question I have for you is, what do you think is the best course of action leading into the second half, third, fourth quarter of this game?
Just continue doing what we're doing. We're getting after it on defense. We're rebounding the ball. And I think most importantly, we're getting a lot of steals based off us getting in our passing lanes and pressuring them and taking them out of what they want to do. So just continue to do that and then keep pushing the pace and wearing them out, and then we'll do a really good job finishing the game with that.
Absolutely. One more question I got for you is, do you think that play where the Grizzlies were not really under the net there, do you think that was just kind of like a miscommunication thing, or do you think that it could be kind of like tweaked out, or was it just a one-time thing, or has that have been something that you've been struggling with?
In that terms, we're just going to try and get aggressive. One-time thing where we're just going to try some new stuff and then get after it, but we'll be fine. That's just a one-time thing, and that's it, yeah.
Absolutely, so you're not too worried about it, right?
No, not at all.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And thank you to Coach Davis for a fantastic halftime interview, and thank you to Joey Hayes for interviewing Coach. We're going to take a quick break here from the arena for halftime. Score going in, Oakland 62, Cleary 26. As always, thank you for tuning in to 88.3 FM, WXOU, and we will be back with you shortly.
Thank you, Gavin and Joey. You are listening to the Golden Grizzlies halftime report from the 88.3 FM WXOU studios. I am your studio manager, Harjan Buttar. Well, it's a good game so far, and a good rebound game for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies as they take on the Cleary University Cougars. They currently lead the Cougars 62-26. Leading the way for the Grizzlies has been Madison Royal Davis with 12 points and 3 rebounds. She's also registering 1 steal and 1 block. One thing that the boys have noticed is that Oakland has been very aggressive. Currently, they have 15 steals at halftime. They are completely dwarfing Cleary who has just 3 steals. Leading scorer for the Cleary Cougars is Tatum Stein with 13. She is leading all scorers in this game, but she is the only scorer for Cleary that is above double digits. Not far behind Madison Royal Davis is number 10, Markia McCormick, and Brooke Corliss-Daniels, always the team general ever since last year of her freshman year. She has 9 points. She's going 4 for 9 from the field. Just got to continue to work on that 3-point shot. She leads the team in rebounds with 5. Continue to look for Oakland to be aggressive on defense and continue to look for good shots on offense. We'll be right back with the second half action on 88.3 FM WXOU.
You're listening to Golden Grizzlies basketball on 88.3 FM WXOU.
I'm one of the greatest to ever do it. Lowest fire.
Sauce it down, sauce it up. Do too much, ain't enough. Where you from? Throw it out. Going nuts, going down. Sauce it down, sauce it up. Do too much, enormous. Keep hating, this is their last warning. Met that girl at night, ooh, go do the morning.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to 88.3 FM WXOU for this women's college basketball matchup between our Oakland Golden Grizzlies and the Cleary University Cougars. We are entering the second half, period number 3 here at the O Arena, and Oakland is out to a fantastic start, leading 62-26 going into period number 3. Don't got to do much to, I would say, if you're a Grizzlies fan or you're the Grizzlies coaching staff, don't got to change a lot in the second half. Cleary, they're going to have to start knocking down some shots if they're going to bring this game back.
As you were saying, Cleary with 10 points in the first and 16 in the second. Kind of like little divots here, but...
The first shot for the Grizzlies is off target, out of bounds. Ball going to Cleary. To begin this half, Cleary, starting lineup is Thomas, Stein, Jackson, Merrifield, and Rodriguez. As for Oakland, they got Van Schaik, Daniels, McCormick, Westbrook, and Johnson. Stein on the way, drives, shot knocked away twice. Alexis Johnson knocks away 2 shots there by Stein. Daniels on the press, sees Westbrook low, into the paint, easy feed to the block for 2 points. Cleary. Merrifield bringing it up the court. Picked up by Daniels. Flipped over to Thomas. McCormick on the ball. Thomas looks for something. Nothing on the way. Tosses it over to Jackson. Jackson looks to drive, and she's going to be knocked down for a foul on Van Schaik. Van Schaik didn't look too happy with that call. Thought she was able to pick off a steal there. Ball will be taken out underneath the basket by Cleary. Jackson underneath. Into Rodriguez, to the block. She tosses up an easy layup for 2 points. Daniels bringing it up the floor for the Grizzlies. Picked up by Merrifield, tosses it down to Johnson, but that ball is deflected by Rodriguez. Cross-court pass to Van Schaik, open from 3. That shot off target. Bouncing around, rebounded by Merrifield. Cleary in transition. 2-on-1 fast break, pull up from the elbow. That shot in and out. Rebounded by Westbrook. Grizzlies on the way. Westbrook bringing down the ball. Flips it over to Daniels. Daniels slices by 3 defenders for an easy layup. Daniels adds to her point total. She's got 11 on the night. Cleary. Merrifield up top. Picked up by Daniels. Sweeps it over to Thomas. That ball thrown out of bounds off the knee of Cleary. Ball to the Grizzlies. Bit of an errant pass there from Merrifield. Daniels brings it up the court for the Grizzlies. She is picked up at half court by Riley Merrifield for the Cougars. Thrown in the corner, open. McCormick from 3. Knocks it down. McCormick finding her corner once again.
Just a beautiful 3 by McCormick there.
McCormick knocks down her 4th 3 of the night. 4 for 7 on the night. She's got 14. Stein to the rim. Tries to throw it up. It's tied up by Alexis Johnson. Ball knocked away. Westbrook with the ball. Pushing up the court. Up to Van Schaik. Van Schaik one-on-one at the rim. Throws it up underneath. Rebounded by Westbrook on the miss. Westbrook puts it back up. Easy points there for the Grizzlies. Kiani Westbrook adds to her total. Score 71-28 lead for the Grizzlies with 7:22 left in the third period. Stein picked up top by Johnson. Flips it over to Thomas. McCormick on the ball. Back over to Jackson. That one's the pass is nearly deflected. Big drive to the paint by Rodriguez, and she's hacked on the way up by Westbrook. 2 free throws on the way for Cleary. Cleary trying to take the ball inside a little bit. They've had a rough shooting spread so far on the night, shooting 35% from the field, only 25% from 3. As for the Grizzlies, they're shooting 50% on the night. Perfect 50 on the dot, 27 of 54, and they're 45% from 3. On the way. Van Schaik got bumped. She's going to be taken out of the game for a second. Pausing for the moment. Just a little cut on the leg. Getting cleaned up.
We were talking about some stats here with a couple three-point statistics. Here we have Cleary with 25 turnovers, with only Oakland's 5. Very, very kind of just varying kind of point span there. A lot more bench points on Oakland's side, 26-2.
This free throw up for Rodriguez off target. Checking in the game for Van Schaik will be Kennedy Montu. As you mentioned, fast break points for the Grizzlies, 15-0 for Cleary. Just on the break so far, Oakland has killed them in transition. Points off turnovers, I think, is definitely a point of emphasis for the Grizzlies, as they currently have 33 as to the 3 points off turnovers by Cleary. Oakland's defense has really been tough so far for Cleary to break. Ball swept over to McCormick. McCormick from 3. That one's just off target. Ball stripped away off that rebound by Johnson. Johnson off the backboard, tips it back in. Point. Bucket for Johnson. Score 73-30. Grizzlies lead. Ball over to Stein. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson nearly takes it away again on the floor. Diving for that one. That one's thrown off the hands of Daniels. Ball back to Cleary. Jackson takes it out of bounds. Looks to throw it in. Merrifield. Picked up at half court by Daniels. Back over to Jackson. Montu on the ball. Jackson looks for something. Swings it. Ball deflected out of bounds by McCormick and off the fingertips of Thomas. Ball to the Grizzlies. Another forced turnover by the Oakland defense. Daniels with the ball up top. Picked up by Merrifield at the logo. Over in the corner to Montu. Montu swings it cross court to McCormick. McCormick down into the elbow. Back out to Johnson. Johnson from 3. Knocks that one down.
Such a clean 3 there by Johnson.
Johnson not typically seen as a three-point shooter for this team, but she lets it fly. Oakland currently sporting a 45-point lead over Cleary. Foul there on Johnson on the drive attempt by Stein. Foul on the way. Checking in. Quick substitution here on the way for Cleary, as they are going to check in Caitlin Ryle. Up top, ball nearly stripped by Merrifield by Daniels. Cleary gets the ball again on the sideline. Jackson taking it in, tosses it up top to Stein. Picked up by Johnson at the top of the key. Drive attempt. Johnson stays in front of her. Good layup there. Strong layup for Cleary to tack on some more points to their total. Daniels drives in the corner. Montu open. Look. 3. That one's off target. Bounces around. Picked up by Johnson on the rebound attempt. Tosses it inside to Westbrook. Westbrook picked up by 2 Cougars. Quick move. Tosses it up. Beautiful hook shot to add 2 to her total.
Very contested there, but at the end of that, she just got that layup.
Westbrook has 10 on the night. Stein for the Cougars. Picked up by Daniels. Stein looks to drive. Off the foot of Merrifield. Johnson takes off down the court. Easy open layup for her.
Man, does that have to be very frustrating for Merrifield just to have the ball roll off her feet into the hands of the other team.
Especially someone like Alexis Johnson, who I'll admit is not being caught down the floor.
Not at all. Taking full advantage of that ball possession.
Stein drives. Ball thrown out of bounds once again off the hands of Ryle. Both teams bringing in some new faces. Oakland subbing in a few new players of their own. And actually, there's going to be a quick timeout here, media timeout. We're going to take a quick break here on WXOU channel 88.3 FM, and we will be back with you shortly. Everybody, and we are back live from the arena for this Oakland women's college basketball matchup between our Golden Grizzlies and the Cleary University Cougars. With 4:40 left in this third period, Oakland has a fantastic lead, winning 79-32 at the moment over Cleary.
Statistics here. In terms of 3 points here, Oakland has made more 3 points than Cleary has even attempted. Just some little statistics there for you.
3 up for the Grizzlies, off target. Rebounded by Bash. At 3, up. Knocked down by the Cougars. Jackson knocks that one down.
Speaking of 3-point.
On the way for the Grizzlies. One-handed pass over to Johnson at the free throw line. Knocked down. Another assist on the way by Skorupski. She's got 3 on the night. Ball, Stein up top, picked up by Skorupski. Unloads it into the paint for an easy layup for Rodriguez. Alicia Rodriguez tacks on her 7th and 8th points of the night. Skorupski with it up top. Over to Hebert. Hebert down in the paint to Davis. That one's off target. Rebounded by the Cougars. Stein looks to push the floor on the Grizzlies. And it's nearly taken away, but she keeps her hand on it, throws it up, and that one's off target. Ball knocked around. Skorupski in transition, and she's fouled on the way through by Bash. Foul there. That'll be the first foul in this period by Cleary. Oakland checking in Nevaeh Damon and Eva Pardo Campillo. They both return for the Grizzlies. Hebert inbounding the ball for the Grizzlies. Little discussion here between the referees. Trying to determine what should be called here at the moment.
Stadium's kind of quiet right now.
Everyone kind of waiting on what their decision is going to be. They're discussing should the call be made as a front court foul or a back court foul. They're currently set up in their offensive court, signaling that it's a front court foul, but they're deciding if maybe they should move back. And the refs comes to a conclusion, and the ball will be taken up by the Grizzlies in their offensive side of the court.
Leaders for right now on Cleary's side is Tatum Stein, and on Oakland's side, Markia McCormick.
Hebert takes it into Skorupski. She throws one into the paint, and it's going to be taken away by Rodriguez. On the drive, the Cougars. Stein flips it out in the corner. All the way over. Swung again. Bash to the lane. That shot's up, and she's fouled on the way through. 2 free throws on the way for the Cougars.
Open 3-point here.
First free throw on the way. Bounces around and just off target. Bash misses her first free throw attempt of the game. The Oakland Grizzlies student section getting very loud here, trying to throw off the shooter. And that one will be off target again. Ball over to Skorupski. She's picked up at half court by Ryle. Skorupski, one-handed pass taken away by Stein. Stein intercepts that pass. That one deflected by Damon. Still in the hands of the Grizzlies. Down into the post to Stein. Stein on the block. Guarded by Hebert. That one's off target. Rebounded by Campillo. Campillo tosses it out. In transition to Skorupski. Skorupski, mid-range jump shot. Up. Good. Beautiful jump shot. Beautiful play there again for the Grizzlies. Stein with the ball up top, picked up by Hebert. Looks it into the paint. Rodriguez. We've seen that play here a couple times tonight, haven't we, Joey?
Absolutely.
Another easy layup for Rodriguez in the paint. She's got 10 on the night. Score 83-39 lead for the Grizzlies with 2 minutes left in period number 3. That pass is deflected off the hands of Damon, out of bounds. Ball going to Cleary. Checking back in the game is going to be Merrifield. for Cleary. Coming out is Ryle. Ball sent inbounds. Stein picked up at half court by Hebert. Dupre, Hebert. Ball's thrown all the way over on the other side, and it's thrown out of bounds by Cleary. Campillo on the defensive effort there. Ball goes to the Grizzlies. Oakland bring the ball up the floor. Matty Skorupski. Skorupski gets the call from Coach Tungett. Tosses it over to Hebert. Hebert back to Skorupski. Tosses it back up to Hebert on top of the key. A lot of ball movement here. She calls for a switch. Back over to Skorupski. Open from three. Doesn't take it. Looks for something. Drives on Merrifield. Swing pass over to Davis. Ball ripped away, and it's tied up by Merrifield and Davis. Ball going to the Cleary Cougars. Checking out of the game for Cleary is Rodriguez. Storm checks back in. Merrifield bringing it up the floor. Picked up by Skorupski. Ball almost taken away. Merrifield keeps it. Tosses it over to Bash. Bash. And that ball's kicked out of bounds by Skorupski. Kick ball violation will keep the ball with the Cougars. 1:12 left in this third period. Score 83-39. Oakland lead over Cleary.
Oakland with about 4 fouls and Cleary with about 1 right now to almost finish off this third period.
Swung over to Stein. Stein over to Bash. Bash from 3. That shot is off target. Rebounded by Davis. Skorupski collects it. Drives. Beats 2 defenders. Oakland has numbers in the corner to Damon. That shot's up. Just off target. Off the hands of Campillo. Picked up by Bash. And there's going to be a blocking foul on Campillo. We foul number 5 on the Grizzlies, which will send Cleary into the bonus. Free throws on the way for the Cougars. Two free throws on the way for Bash. She's 0 for 2 on the night. Due up for some free throws. Cleary currently shooting 6 for 11 from the line. As for the Grizzlies, they are 7 for 10, 70% from free throw. First one's up, off target. Cleary yet to make a free throw in this half, and you could maybe attribute that to the very loud student section we have here at the arena as that second one goes down. Facing the student section directly, shooting free throws, it can be a tough task for sure here at the arena.
Absolutely.
Skorupski flips it over to Campillo in the corner. Campillo pass over to Damon, but it's deflected out of bounds off Cleary. Stein gets between that pass and knocks it out. Ball will be taken out underneath. Skorupski for the Grizzlies. Hebert pops out. Skorupski tosses it out to her. Up top, picked up by Bash. Hebert swings it over to Skorupski. Skorupski slides by. One-handed pass across the court to Campillo. Swings it back up to Hebert. Beautiful ball movement for the Grizzlies. That shot up, and that shot's good. Another 3 down for the Grizzlies. 30 seconds left in this period. Oakland up 86-40. 46-point lead going into period number 4 at the moment. Stein swings it over. Back up to Merrifield. Drops it back to Jackson. Jackson from 3, and the Cougars answer with a 3 of their own.
Very clean 3 there from Jackson.
Skorupski pushes it. 7 seconds on the period clock. Tosses it over to Hebert. Hebert looking for space. Has to throw it up. That shot's up, and that shot's off target to end the period.
Score leading off this third period, 86-43, favoring Oakland. Such a kind of a dominating setting here for Cleary. A lot of intimidation here, I bet.
Yeah, the Grizzlies just really proving themselves here today going into period 4. We're going to take a quick break here from 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for Oakland Grizzlies sports. We will be back with you shortly. WXOU for the beginning of this 4th period here at the arena. Score currently sitting at 86-43, lead to our Oakland Grizzlies over the Cleary University Cougars. We've seen a dominant performance from the Grizzlies on both ends of the floor today. High-powered defense, high pressing the entire time, forcing turnover after turnover. And there's not much that Cleary's been able to do about it. 29 total turnovers on the night for Cleary and 18 steals on the night for Oakland. And I goes to say that I don't think defense has been the only factor tonight. We've seen fantastic three-point shooting and shooting overall for the Grizzlies. They're shooting 50% from the field, 39% from three. We've seen an offensive and defensive domination performance for the Grizzlies going into period number 4. The Grizzlies will get the ball at the end or the beginning of period 4. Checking back in the game of the starters for the Grizzlies.
Had a lot of paint play here for Oakland. 42 points in the paint and 22 points for Cleary. It's also been a lot of, well, not really a lot, but the bare little minimum we have here, there's about 3 blocks from Oakland and 1 block from Cleary.
Brooke Daniels takes the ball in for the Grizzlies. Picked up by Thomas at half court, and she just slides right by him, tosses up that shot, and it's off target. Rebounded by Rodriguez.
We've been seeing a lot of good ball movement here from Oakland, of course.
Merrifield up top, picked up by Daniels. Tries to throw it in, ball almost taken away. Fake shot there. This time it's tossed up by Rodriguez. That one's off target. Rebounded by Van Schaik. Van Schaik out to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. She throws it across the court to an open McCormick, who swings it to Alexis Johnson from 3. Johnson's off target. Ball picked up by Stein. Stein, full court pass up to Merrifield. Merrifield loses a grip on that. Not able to keep it in bounds. Ball stepped out. Ball to the Grizzlies. Bringing it up the court for the Grizzlies. Your usual point guard, number 1, Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Daniels is having a fantastic performance tonight. 11 points on 6 rebounds, 5 of which are offensive, and 4 assists, along with 3 steals. Ball swung in the corner to an open Van Schaik. That's her spot. Knocks it down for 3.
Great three-point for Van Schaik there.
Van Schaik knocking down her 3rd three-pointer of the game. 7 between her and McCormick combined. Shooting 50% between those two. Ball swung over to Jackson. Jackson drives on McCormick. Throws that one up. Nice flick shot there. In for 2 points. Daniels brings it up the floor. Picked up by Thomas. High screen on the way for Johnson. Calls it off. Tosses it over to Johnson. Johnson to Van Schaik. Up top. Bounce pass over to Daniels. Daniels in the post to Westbrook. Westbrook with Rodriguez at his back. Ooh, beautiful shake and bake play there. Ball up just off target. That's rebounded by the Grizzlies, but it bounces around and is taken away by the Cougars. Stein on the way over to Merrifield. Looked to take the shot, but lost the hands on it. Jackson gets Westbrook to buy the fake, but that shot is blocked by Brooke Daniels. Rodriguez collects the ball. Merrifield back up top, back over to Jackson. Jackson drives, heavy screen. Beautiful play there for Rodriguez, but shot is off target, rebounded by Westbrook. Over to McCormick. McCormick. Ooh, beautiful look-away pass to an open Johnson in the paint. A pass there.
Leading into the 90s for Oakland. 91-43, Oakland lead.
Ball. Merrifield up top, picked up by Daniels. That's a 14 points from 2 Oakland's players tonight. McCormick and Johnson. Johnson tags on her next 2. Ball taken low by Stein. That one's off target, but she's fouled on the way up. 2 free throws on the way for the Cougars. Grizzlies checking in Hebert and Maddie Skorupski for McCormick and Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Those 2 come out. And first free throw in the face of the Oakland student section. That one's up. That one's good. Stein unfazed there by the Oakland crowd. Stein 3 for 6 on the night from free throw. She's got the majority of the Cougar points tonight as she tacks on her 17th point of the night. Tatum Stein and Amy Jackson both sit at 17 for the Cougars. Ball tossed over to Hebert. Hebert flips it to Van Schaik. Van Schaik in the corner. Skorupski out to Hebert from 3, open. That shot is good. Beautiful jump shot for Dupree Hebert. Another three on the way. 4 for 5 on the night for Jasmine Dupre-Hebert. That one's nearly taken away by Johnson, and it's taken away by Skorupski. She throws it up to a leading Johnson for an open lay. Score 96-47 Grizzlies lead. Merrifield brings it up the floor. Picked up by both Johnson and Skorupski. And she's fouled on the drive by Johnson. Second free throw of the quarter for the Grizzlies. Checking in the game, Kennedy Montu taking out Westbrook. And Davis shaking out Alexis Johnson. Van Schaik staying in the game for the Grizzlies. Ball taken out of bounds by Amy Jackson. Tossed over to Stein. Stein flips it across the court to Bash. Ash with it up top, picked up by Kennedy Montu. Looks to drive. She's held there, double teamed in the corner to an open Ryle. Ryle nearly loses it. It's off the feet of Kennedy Montu. Checking back in the game for Oakland will be Damon, as she will take out Linda Van Schaik. Via Damon checks in. Ball inbounds. That three taken off target, rebounded by Hebert. Dupre-Hebert brings it up the court. Looks to take it on her own, slows it down, out to Kennedy Montu. Montu passes on the three, back to Hebert, open from three. That one's just off target. Rebounded by Stein. Cleary on the move. Out wide. Ball kicked out. Drives to the lane, and that one's thrown up, and it's deflected by Hebert. Beautiful defense for the Grizzlies. Skorupski looks for something down the court, but elects to slow it down. Skorupski picked up by Ryle at half court. Skorupski over to Hebert. Hebert looking for something. Not a lot of movement here from the Grizzlies. Hebert beats the defender, tosses it out to an open Kennedy Montu. That shot is off target, rebounded by Damon. Navia Damon keeps it alive for the Grizzlies. That ball deflected on the pass, out of bounds. Grizzlies basketball. Grizzlies offensive boards have really kept this game alive for them. 13 in total on the game. Hebert takes it in, throws it over to Skorupski. Back to Hebert. No one on Hebert, elects not to take the three. Back to Skorupski. Skorupski gets the screen from Davis. Hesitation, gives her an open lane as she scoops it into Damon, but it's off the hands, and it's stolen by Rodriguez. Stein picked up at half court. Oakland, despite the lead, not taking their foot off the pedal on defense. Stein looks to take it, and good defense there by Skorupski. That shot's off the side of the backboard. Skorupski, one-handed pass, football pass down the lane. Tossed inside to Damon. Damon out to an open Hebert. Hebert doesn't take that one. Calls for the switch. Ball up top. Tosses it down to the free throw line. Damon back to the basket. Takes it up, and she's fouled by Rodriguez. Damon showing her post ability down near the paint to draw that foul. And we are going to get a media timeout here at the arena. Score currently 96-47. In this game, Oakland Grizzlies leading with 4:36 left in the period. An absolutely dominant performance on both ends for the Grizzlies. We'll return with you shortly here on 88.3 FM, WXOU, your home for Oakland Grizzlies sports.
You're listening to Golden Grizzlies basketball on 88.3 FM WXOU.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for staying tuned in to this Oakland Grizzlies women's college basketball matchup between our Oakland Golden Grizzlies and the Cleary University Cougars. With 4:36 left in period number 4 here at the arena, Oakland currently leads 96-47, an absolutely dominant 49-point lead, with Damon at the line trying to make it 50. Grizzlies have been on an absolute shooting spree, shooting 39% from 3 tonight, 13 for 33. And 38 for 78 in total on the night. 48% from the field for the Grizzlies. And their defense has been absolutely on point. 35 total rebounds with 19 total steals and 3 blocks to go along with it. Oakland. 2 free throws on the way from Nevaeh Damon. Damon, one of the freshmen on this team. We've seen she's gotten a pretty good amount of minutes here in this game. Damon's free throw. First one is up. Bounces around off target. Checking back in the game for the Grizzlies is Eva Pardo Campillo. Second free throw for Damon is up and good. Score 97-47. 50-point lead for the Grizzlies. Bringing the ball up the floor is Bash. Haley Bash with the ball. Tries to throw it in the paint, but it's stolen by Royal Davis. Hebert over to an open Skorupski. She unloads from 3 and knocks it down. And that's 100 for the Grizzlies on the night, leading 100-47. Ball off the hands of Bash. Skorupski with the steal on the break. Only one defender on her, and she tosses it up for another 2 points. Skorupski has 10 points on the night here for the Grizzlies. That's another Grizzly in double digits. Ball taken away by Davis this time. The Grizzlies all over the Cougars right now on defense. Left-handed layup is up and good. 2 more for the Grizzlies. Jasmine Royal Davis. Madison Royal Davis gets that. And finally, a timeout coming from Cleary's way as they they drop a 13-0 run over the last 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Cleary has not scored in nearly 4 minutes here in period number 4. Timeout with 3:38 left. Score 104. Oakland over Cleary's 47. Stay tuned after the game here at the arena for a quick post-game interview from our very own color commentator, Joey Hayes. So far for the Grizzlies, very dominant performance overall. They have several players. As a matter of fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players in double-digit points for the Grizzlies. Leading the way is Alexis Johnson with 16 on the night, 4 rebounds and 2 blocks, along with 3 steals. The Grizzlies just on fire today on the offensive end.
Yeah, what a way to put the first home game of your season up, 104-47, such a crazy lead that Oakland has right now.
It's a dominant way to open your season, and it puts a real spark in this team, and it puts a real spark in the university. It shows, hey, we're a very good basketball team, and it's gonna get fans in their seats. A start like this is gonna make people want to come and watch this team. Because their offense, their defense, it has been a fantastic night tonight for the Grizzlies women's team.
The women's basketball team is nothing to be slept on at all. Very aggressive play we've seen this entire game. Attacking the paint head on, getting perfect ball position there, being able to attack the threes, just attacking on those points, and look where we are right now, 104 points for Oakland.
Grizzlies from all over the court, as you said. Threes, mid-range layup. They can do pretty much everything tonight, and their defense has been nothing short of perfect, only allowing 47 on the night from Cleary. Cleary will inbound the ball. Thomas looks to send it into Bash. Ball's nearly taken away. Over to Ryle. Ryle, that ball's nearly stolen. And a tussle for the ball there as 2 bodies hit the floor. Good defense there from the Grizzlies. Ball will go out of bounds for the Grizzlies. Skorupski hit the deck there on the diving attempt. Great defense and great hustle for this team. Up top, Maddie Skorupski into the post. Damon hands it back off to Skorupski. Skorupski one-on-one with the defender. Dives to the rim, but it bounces off of her hands, slips out, and ball goes out of bounds. Clear will take over underneath their own basket. Bash will bring it down on the floor. Kaylee Bash playing point guard for the first time tonight for these Cougars. Ball in the paint. Deflected on the pass out. Deflected again, and a reach-in foul there on Skorupski. Attempted to go around the back of Bash there. Ball will be taken out underneath by Kylie Bash. All the way up top, and that ball is picked off by Royal Davis, and she has an easy layup once again.
And that's not the first time. A very easy layup from just stealing the ball and just getting ahead of the opponent there.
Yeah, she's got 4 steals on the night, 24 in total for the Grizzlies. That shot is thrown up wildly by Bash, but it bounces off the backboard into the net. 2:45 left here in this final period at the Arena. Grizzlies leading 106-49. Ball over to Damon. Damon over to Hebert. Hebert back to Skorupski. Damon posts up in the paint. Back to the basket. Cuts. Tosses that one up off target, but it lands in the hands of Royal Davis, who slices it over to Damon, and the ball bounces around, and it's tied up by the Cougars. Jump ball, possession arrow, pointing for Cleary. Cleary checking Merrifield, Jackson, and Stein back into the game. Their starters returning here for the Cougars.
Yeah, the time of the lead in this game, 35 minutes, 45 seconds for Oakland. They've been pretty much in the lead this entire game.
Oakland opening up with the first basket. I don't think they've given up the lead once so far tonight. Merrifield over to Thomas. Thomas picked up at half court. Corner. Stein on the up fake, and she travels on that one. Turnover again. That's the 37th turnover on the night for Cleary University, to the 12 turnovers we've seen from the Grizzlies. Up top, Skorupski. Back over to Hebert. Back to Skorupski in the corner. Down in the post to Damon, and that one's tipped away nearly by Jackson. Or by Rodriguez. Underneath, one-handed pass over to Campillo. Campillo elects not to take it off the hands of Stein. Ball to the Grizzlies on the side of the court. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball for Campillo. Up to Skorupski. Skorupski drives, tosses up the teardrop layup. Off target, rebounded by Royale Davis. She throws it back up again, and she's knocked over. Rebound. Jackson. Amy Jackson cuts to the lane. Tosses it wide. Thomas from 3. That one airballed. Rebounded by Royale Davis and fouled by Merrifield. Skorupski will bring it up the court for the Grizzlies. 1:29 left in this performance.
Yeah, right now with Cleary University, like the things that be going through the minds of Cleary University, at this point, they're just trying to get some more points up right now to make kind of like lessen this gap here.
Hebert's 3 off target, rebounded by Skorupski. Back over to Hebert. Beautiful tip pass over to Davis. Davis misses it, grabs her own board, and is fouled on the way up on the second chance points. Davis will go to the line. Madison Royal Davis will take some free throws. She's got 16 points on the night. Currently, she is the point leader for the Grizzlies. First free throw is good.
Davis has been on point with these free throws throughout this game.
3 for 3 on the night. Second one here on the way. That one off target. And it's off the hands of Campillo. Cleary basketball. Oakland currently on a 16-2 run over the last 6 minutes and 5 seconds to end this period. Score 107-49. Over to Stein. Cleary driving to the lane, and it's picked off. Stripped by Campillo. Hebert slows down the offense. 50 seconds left in this game. In the corner, Campillo from 3. That shot off target. Rebounded by Davis. Hebert from 3. That one's on target. Hebert with another 3. 5 for 8 on the night for the Grizzlies.
Reaching about 40 seconds left in this last half, in this last period.
Score 110-49, Grizzlies lead. Ball over to Merrifield. Cleary picked up 3 from way downtown. That one's up, and that one's air ball, but it lands in the hands of Rodriguez for an easy 2. 26 seconds left. Shot clock off, and this should do it here at the O Arena. Looks like the Grizzlies are going to walk it out. Score 110-51. An absolutely dominant 59-point win by the Grizzlies. What a game tonight. An opening night victory for the Grizzlies over Cleary. And that's going to do it here at the O Arena. What a dominant performance from the Grizzlies. Team leaders, 17 points for Royal Davis and 7 rebounds for Royal Davis, along with 6 assists from Maddie Skorupski. Beautiful play from both the first line and the second line for the Grizzlies today. Both teams proving themselves. Well, one team proving themselves. And Cleary, they're gonna head back to. They're heading to Lawrence Tech tomorrow to take on the Blue Devils. They're going to look to try to add a win into their column after the loss tonight in Auburn Hills. We're going to have a quick interview on the way between our Joey Hayes and Alexis Johnson.
Yeah, so winning the first home game of the season, like you were saying, must feel like really great. You know, leading into your next game you got going on, which would be the next game you got going Madonna University on next Saturday. So another question I got for you is, I've seen a lot of paint play, a lot of aggressive play there. Do you think that the more aggressive paint play is kind of what's leading you guys into getting these more points? I mean, from what I've seen, it's pretty sure the answer is yes, but I just want to get your opinion on that.
Yes. In practice, we work on pressuring the ball a lot. We're a really athletic and fast team, so we know that we'll always have the first step on the teams that aren't as athletic and as tall as us. So we like to be really aggressive when we go out there.
Absolutely. Another question I got is the ball. I've seen a lot of the ball placement just been superb this game. The ball placement just pretty much being a lot of the reason why these points are getting made. Have you guys been working on your ball placement? Is that something that you guys have been focusing on a lot more?
Yes, all our practice players are around 6 foot, so when we practice against them, it's easier for us to play against the girls that are shorter, so I feel like that helps with our ball placement a lot.
Absolutely. And the last question I got for you is, do you think this more aggressive playing style that you guys have been kind of adopting here, do you think that has, shown off some effect? I know, being more aggressive can lead to fatigue and stuff like that, but also being aggressive can lead to more points. Do you think that's been helpful for you and your team?
We're a very, very deep team, so we can put 5 in, put 5 out. So I feel like if we just go out there and play our best, the minutes that we're in, we won't get fatigued.
Absolutely. And my last question real quick, how do you feel leading into your next game against Madonna University?
I know Madonna is a very, very aggressive team as well, so I think it will be a good matchup, and I think that it will be a good game before we go into conference play.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
That has been the broadcast for the women's basketball game of Oakland University versus Cleary University. Final score is 110-51 to take home, or for Oakland to take home this first home game of the season. And any final words, Gavin?
Yes, as always, I thank you all. Thank you for tuning into the interview. And as always, thank you for tuning in to 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for Oakland Grizzlies sports. And we'll see you again soon. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Thank you, Joey, and thank you, Gavin. Oakland women defeat the Cleary University Cougars 110-51, an absolutely dominant win for your Grizzlies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 players, my friends, got above double digits. Those players are Madison Royal Davis with 17, Alexis Johnson with 16, Jasmine Dupree-Hebert with 15, the freshman 15. Markia McCormick with 14, Linda Van Schaik with 11, Brooke Quarles-Daniels with 11, Kiani Westbrook with 10, and Maddie Skorupski with 10. My gosh, what a dominant win for our Oakland women's basketball team. They're going to take on Madonna University coming up shortly here. Our next broadcast on the schedule will be that Madonna University game. They'll take place on Saturday, November 25th at 1 p.m. Joey Hayes will be your play-by-play man. Giovanni Mosheri will be your color man. And Andrew Deacon, our program director here at WXOU, will make his basketball studio debut. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for tuning in tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to 88.3 FM WXOU. See you next time.